Hi there, it's Dan over at Loxo with a quick look at candidate highlights. This is a great new feature we just rolled out with our new revised, updated user interface on the person's flyover page or profile page. So let's take a quick look. So when you're on someone's profile page now, we have a whole video about the new user interface that'll walk you through all the changes that we've made, which have made it much more intuitive, and we've added some features. And one of the features we added is right here, pointing to, called Highlights. Highlights basically allows you to share a summary presentation of the candidate to your hiring manager that you're working with when you share the candidate. Now, I have a whole video about submitting a candidate to a hiring manager through the share button here. And when you do that, you get to tailor what information you share with the person. And when you're sharing a candidate with the hiring manager, you can associate that with a particular job, that candidate. So let's say the Apple C++ job, right? So the idea is you can create highlights that are specific to jobs so that when you share a candidate and associate that candidate with a job, it's going to include that highlight or summary presentation. So on Ilya's page here, Ilya, one of our engineers, the CTO, in fact, here at Loxo, I've added a highlight using the add button here. When you click the add button, you can copy and paste in or type in a highlight, a summary presentation, and associate it with a particular job, right? And this highlight that you're adding will be only visible on that particular job. So each time you add a highlight, you tie it to a particular job and hit save. And when you do that, it's going to look like this. Let me cancel this. Right here over on the right, you can see I've added a highlight already. So if I use this little arrow down button, I can access that highlight, which I associated with the Tesla Gigafactory VP of Sales job. So if I click there, it opens up the highlight. Now, basically what I did is I copy and pasted this summary from the LinkedIn page for Ilya. He had a very nice sort of summary description of, his basic background, his life story, and his skill set. And that's exactly what you're looking to highlight using this tool. Now, down below, you can see that I've tied it to that Tesla job. And if you need to make any changes, if you want to edit this, you can always do that and hit save going forward. So the idea is, again, that you create the highlights, you associate them with particular jobs, and then when you're sharing the candidate using the formal submission button, you're able to, it will automatically include that highlight along with all the other information that you're sharing when you generate that link to send over to the hiring manager. So I think you're going to find that's an incredibly valuable tool that we've added now into the user interface here. And again, you find it just below the basic info on the left-hand column here. Look for highlights and use the add button to add a highlight. All right, reach out to us over at support. If you guys have any questions using that feature, use the chat button down here at the lower right to chat us up over at support. And thanks for taking the time out to watch this.